God bless you. Today we're continuing in Psalm 119 and we're going to finish it starting in verse 161. Princes persecute me without cause, but my heart stands in awe of your words. I rejoice at your word like one who finds great spoil. I hate and abhor falsehood, but I love your law. 7 times a day I praise you for your righteous rules. And here, 7 in the scripture is the number of completion. It's God's number. It means completely and wholly, something you do to its completion. Great peace have those who love your law. Nothing can make them stumble. And so this is a huge lesson for us, because not only will we not be led into temptation or not be led into stumbling by deceit if we love the law of God, but we will also, the promise here is that we will have great peace if we set our hearts to love the law and the ways of God above all else. I hope for your salvation, O Lord, and I do your commandments. My soul keeps your testimonies. I love them exceedingly. I keep your precepts and testimonies, for all my ways are before you. Let my cry come before you, O Lord. Give me understanding according to your word. Let my plea come before you. Deliver me according to your word. And here we see strong words of a cry and a plea coming before the Lord, asking for understanding, and understanding leads to deliverance. We know that when we study the scripture, the fear of the Lord and understanding, the heavenly understanding and wisdom, will lead to our deliverance from the enemy and his ways of attack. And so we, like the psalmist, can cry out, and oftentimes we are coming in a place of like the woman described in the New Testament, who comes and knocks on the door of the judge to have her case heard. And she knocks in the middle of the night, and she won't stop knocking in her persistence because she's crying out for justice and to be heard by the judge. And I'm reminded of that here. Verse 171, my lips will pour forth praise, for you teach me your statutes. My tongue will sing of your word, for all your commandments are right. Let your hand be ready to help me, for I have chosen your precepts. I long for your salvation, O Lord, and your law is my delight. Let my soul live and praise you, and let your rules help me. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I do not forget your commandments. And 2 things that stand out to me here is that the promise that's shown in this scripture is that when we choose God's way, when we choose his law, his understanding, his purpose, then his hand is open and able to help us in that moment, because we've chosen to submit ourselves to his ways. So he is, by justice in the spirit realm, able to help us without our resistance. And I see that as a theme, especially in this psalm. And then we see again this delighting in the law of God. And I believe that we, as God's people who truly love and follow him, if you truly love and follow the Lord and completely are surrendered to him, then you are going to, in this hour, because we've seen the darkness get darker, your delight in the law of the Lord will increase, because you can see the darkness for what it is. For many years, maybe the dark things that we're seeing in greater exposure in this hour, they were always there, but they were more subdued or hidden. And now that they're right in front of our faces, we can use this opportunity to delight ourselves and into joy, and find joy in the ways of God more than ever before, because we can see how good and true they are in comparison to the darkness of this world.